Honorable Speaker of the House, Honorable President of the Senate, Your Excellency Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji, and the Indian delegation who have joined us in this very august chamber, we say welcome. Excellency Dr. Jaishankar, Minister of External Affairs of the Republic of India, Your Excellency Mr. Pradeep Singh, High Commissioner for the Republic of India to the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, Honourable Members of Parliament, esteemed members of the delegations, our very distinguished guests, and indeed members of the media, I say good morning to each and every one of you. Before I speak of the present, allow me to honour the past quickly and quietly etched into the heart of this, the seat of our democracy, the House of Representatives. I say to you all, welcome to Bhawan, the People's House, all of you. Honourable Prime Minister Modi is seated in a chair, as you pointed out, Mr. Speaker, gifted to Trinidad and Tobago in 1968, only a few years after our independence. And that description that Honourable Prime Minister referred to, I would like to repeat, because it's a very important description. It says, from the people of India to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. So more than just furniture, that chair is a living symbol of our shared values, the supremacy of the rule of law, the sanctity of democracy, and the enduring belief that dialogue, not division, must guide us. Today, as we welcome His Excellency Prime Minister of India, a leader who is shaped by service, vision, a very charismatic leader, I think that chair stands as a silent witness to how far we have journeyed together and how much further we can go together. Honourable Prime Minister Modi reminded us that this year, 2025, marks 180 years since the first indented labourers arrived on Nelson Island. They crossed the dark waters with little or nothing, but they had courage and they had resilience. Theirs is but one thread in our national tapestry, woven alongside the sons and daughters of other nations whose children were also brought to our shores. Together, we have built Trinidad and Tobago. And nowhere is that shared legacy more vividly reflected than in this House or Parliament, the living symbol of our diverse democratic journey. So it is fitting that we welcome here today Prime Minister Modi, a leader of the world's largest democracy, a statesman whose story mirrors the hopes of ordinary people. And in these chambers, the voices of our ancestors echo, and it is here through unity and principled dialogue that we carry their legacy forward. Earlier today, as mentioned, we had the distinct honor of conferring our country's highest national award, the Order of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. And Prime Minister Modi is recognized internationally as one of the world's most respected, most admired, visionary leaders who has transformed and redefined and repositioned his own country as a prominent and dominant global power. And indeed, we, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, and the government of Trinidad and Tobago, express our heartfelt gratitude for India's very compassionate humanitarian gift of vaccines and medical supplies during the COVID-19 pandemic. And I want us to remember that when some countries were hoarding their medical supplies and their vaccines, it was Sri Modi ji who ensured that even the smallest and most vulnerable countries, including Trinidad and Tobago, received these vaccines as a gift. At that moment in time, India again proved to us that India was a trusted friend and a reliable partner. So, today, India and Trinidad and Tobago stand uniquely poised. India as the world's most populous nation and in the top 4 in terms of their economy. On the side of the world, Trinidad and Tobago stands as the Eastern Caribbean's largest economy, and we see it as a gateway to CARICOM and a gateway to Latin America. Both our democracies are diverse, democracies committed to inclusion, committed to education, committed to progress. Our theme, two nations with historical bonds, but with a shared future. This, therefore, is a call for purposeful action. Some of us may know that bilateral trade between Trinidad and Tobago and India reached a record TT $1.2 billion, US $368.96 million in the last fiscal year. Trinidad and Tobago exports to India energy products, including ammonia, LNG, methanol, whilst on the other hand, we import from India pharmaceuticals, textiles, and industrial goods. As we look ahead from today, as we move ahead, we aim to expand our exports, Honorable Prime Minister, to tap into India's 1.4 billion population. And that is a 1.4 billion consumers. We are also pursuing a partial scope trade agreement. The first it would be from a CARICOM country, and we are laying the foundation for a new bilateral investment treaty. Honorable Prime Minister, India's status as the world's pharmacy is well established, with institutions like Serum Institute and Cipla saving lives globally. If I may be personal a minute, just this morning I had a course to use Cipla, imported from India. So we welcome our agreements. So we want to partner with Indian pharmaceutical leaders to establish local drug manufacturing facilities, biotech parks, telemedicine networks, and so enhance health resilience and create high-quality jobs in Trinidad and Tobago. India has also pledged support for, amongst other initiatives, a Jaipur foot camp, dialysis units, sea ambulances, most vital for Sea Bridge, Trinidad and Tobago, sea ambulances. And these initiatives will directly benefit both Trinidad and Tobago. Energy remains central to both our economies. We are in discussions with Indian companies to participate in various energy-related projects here in Trinidad and Tobago. And we are proud to join India-led initiatives such as the Global Biofuels Alliance, Biofuels Alliance, and we thank Prime Minister Modi for presenting Trinidad and Tobago, gifting to us a solar rooftop system, a symbol of our shared commitment to sustainable energy. Honorable Prime Minister, Trinidad and Tobago is honored to adopt India's UPI system and collaborate on India Stack tools such as Aadhaar and DigiLocker to modernize public service. And may I take this opportunity, Honorable Prime Minister, on behalf of the children of Trinidad and Tobago, to thank you for your gift of 2,000 laptops to the children. Together, it is our aim to position Trinidad and Tobago as a digital hub for the Americas and to empower a new generation of tech-savvy citizens here in our land. India continues to support our security efforts, which we know is a serious challenge for us, through their training under the ITEC program and through assistance in establishing here in Trinidad and Tobago a regional forensic science center. We also welcome India's offer of the SASHNet disaster alert system to strengthen our national emergency response. Yes, again, India continues to enrich our nation through scholarships, through training, through cultural exchanges. We are renewing academic chairs at the University of West Indies in the field of Ayurvedic medicine. We'll be expanding the Mahatma Gandhi Institute's reach and transforming Nelson Island into a cultural heritage site with digitized indentation mechanisms. As I close, I say this visit is more than just diplomacy. It marks the dawn of a renewed South-South partnership, grounded in shared history and grounded in forward-looking purpose. From cane fields we all came. We have come to digital frontiers. India and Trinidad and Tobago now walk as strategic partners. Here in this Parliament, we are reminded that our bond is built on mutual respect, enduring values, and above all, out of love and respect. Prime Minister Modi, we thank you for your presence. We thank you for your vision. We thank you for your steadfast commitment to the people of Trinidad and Tobago and to the people of our region. Your honored presence reaffirms our shared commitment to unity, to innovation,